I am glad to welcome you. Today I want to repeat the experiment of Peter Gariaev. In one of his articles, a rather interesting experiment was conducted. In the course of these experiments, Peter Gariaev, extremely curious unexpected effects were observed. Once an attempt was made to record the sound of a laser beam reflected from a plate with a DNA preparation. The people who were in the laboratory could not believe their ears when they turned on the Japanese radio and heard fantastic trills reminiscent of birds. It turned out that DNA molecules sound differently for each organism. Fortunately, I can repeat this experiment because I have the necessary equipment for experiments in the field of wave genetics. The focus is on the dry extract of DNA obtained by me from strawberries. If you place it under a laser beam, we get the same effect that we wrote about in the article. It turns out to sound like a trill, reminiscent of a bird. However, in this mode, you can scan any substance, not only DNA. It seems to me that this effect is hidden here. When the laser beam hits the object, some of the photons are reflected and hit back on the laser mirror, and thus an instant hologram of the object is created. Further, the laser, sensitive to the polarizations of the scanned object, registers the peaks of the intensity of the interference waves, converting them into an audio signal. It turns out that part of the information about the hologram of the scanned object itself is converted into sound. DNA hologram information and sound. Is it very similar to the fantastic trills, reminiscent of birds? But that's not all. Having recorded this spectrum, I will slow it down and thus a real musical DNA is obtained, without any processing or translation into sheet music. This is how real DNA music sounds, obtained in the experimental laboratory by the Gariaev group back in 1997.